Well, we're not through the first month of the new year, and the city of West Point has already had 2 shooting deaths. Today, West Point Mayor Rod Bobo held a press conference to address the recent violence and update the community on the investigation. Bobo and other officials emphasized that the incidents are not the norm for the city. Grace Brister was in West Point today, and she has more.
On Sunday morning, January 14th, at approximately 1:30 a.m., gunfire resulted in the death of 2 young male victims and injuries to others.
West Point Mayor Rod Bobo says 3 arrests have been made in those shootings and more are expected. The mayor says he wanted to lay out the facts of the investigation and put to rest any fear that may have resulted from the shootings.
Our streets are safe. This is an isolated event. There's no fear of walking the streets or doing any outdoor activity that you are accustomed to doing.
West Point Police Chief Avery Cook says violent crimes within the city are low and always have been.
It shook our community, and so to keep that from happening, we got to put measures in place to try to enforce it and try to get to these kids and let them know conflict resolution is not gun violence.
This is why there's a curfew that will be highly enforced. Sunday through Thursday, everyone 18 and under must be in by 11 p.m. On Friday and Saturday, you need to be in by midnight.
There's generally nothing productive happening, after midnight.
We have stepped up security. We're putting more officers on the streets, and at those times that the kids are supposed to be off the streets.
Clay County Sheriff Eddie Scott says this is still an active investigation and they are working with state and federal agencies to make more arrests.
Bring in the resources that we need to not only protect our citizens, but to lock up the criminals that's committing the crimes.
Bobo wants the community to put down the guns and pick up the phones.
If you saw something, say something.
If something like this happened to one of your loved ones, you would want somebody to say something and step up to the plate for you.
Mayor Bobo would like to remind parents to be accountable for their children and to know where they are, especially at night.